Man, I feel all types of certain ways. We just watched Fast and the Furious, and I don't really know what to think. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to your number 2 podcast in the entire world. Number 1 is Are You Garbage? We are back with Saturday Morning Cartoons, the best podcast to go over movies, reviews, and anything in between. I'm Doug, he's Ray. I'm talking, let me tell you, Blades of Glory, it's based off our lives. I'm Chaz Michael Michaels, he's Sean McElroy. You guys don't understand the level it took for us to get into those roles. Will Ferrell, it took him months to get into that shape, to look just like me. It's insane.
I just love watching you work whenever you do an intro, man. It's just my favorite thing.
I'm trying my hardest because I don't really know how to feel today. I was excited. I went to therapy, and then I went and saw this movie, and now I'm confused.
Yeah. Was it a mistake to watch Fast 10 as soon as we possibly could? The earliest date we watched, like the earliest time we were there, we got the cups, and then the movie just didn't end when they rolled the credits, bro.
Ladies and gentlemen, Fast 10 has been out for probably 2 days because we saw it the earliest showing. I didn't realize you could see a movie on Thursdays at 2 p.m. anymore. But we did.
We did.
But in his defense, Ray's probably editing this right now. Honestly, probably still at 4 a.m., you asshole. But I'm still proud of you. Because I know you'll still put it off until like Friday night. Probably. At 4 a.m. And you'd be like, hey, I uploaded to the drive at 6 a.m. And I'm like, thanks, man.
That's how it goes.
It was a different pace, I think. I'm going to light this bad boy because I need a good one.
Yeah.
So it was a fast-paced, multi-angled action car spy thriller that just so happened to have Vin Diesel in it.
There was no downtime. Were like, you said that felt like 3 different movies when we walked out of the theater.
Yeah.
It did. Yeah. There was no downtime because anytime there would have been like 5 minutes to catch your fucking breath on a different arc, there was some crazy ass shit happening with Ludacris or with fucking...
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, there was just unreal.
The movie was set into 3 different teams, essentially. John Cena and the son, Vin Diesel and anyone around him that hated the word family, and then Tyrese and Ludacris's group.
Yeah.
Highlight of that movie so far in my head was Alan Ritchson and Pete Davidson. Spoiler alert.
Oh,
he's
man.
in the movie.
How did I already forget about Pete?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, shit. Pete was in that. That was crazy as fuck.
He was really good.
Was that known? Or was that just random?
I had no idea.
Also, I leaned over to you at one point. Was that the fucking drummer from 21 Pilots making a cameo in the airport?
I think it was.
I swear that was
like
Josh or whatever his name is, the drummer. I swear to God that was the 21 Pilots guy.
Is it Josh, right? Something like that.
Something like that.
It's something white and alternative.
Yeah, that was a cameo I recognized. Yeah. And I was just like, what the fuck is this guy doing in Fast 10? It was unbelievable to see John Cena carry what we later learned was an airplane just casually in his hand, but then just to see...
Through the airport.
Yeah, then just to see the drummer from a band my spouse used to really like 5 years ago. That was just really ripped me out of the experience.
Out of the whole Fast franchise.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm just saying, someone stole my car radio, and now I just sit here in silence. Like, someone just stole my adolescence from Fast 10, and now I just sit here confused. We're not going to sugarcoat things. If you watch the Guardians review, you understand that we'll spoil shit real early because you don't watch us.
Yeah, and you definitely didn't watch that.
And you definitely didn't watch that.
Because you're not even watching this.
Yeah, realistically. Yeah. And that's okay. So it started out, first of all, I want to get it very clear. Paul Walker is not in this movie, nor did anyone CGI him, nor did his brothers come in, and his daughter did not seem to be in the movie. It was hinted that it was supposed to be that she had a cameo in the movie. I could not see where she was. Okay. Maybe she was in that giant Brazil moment where they're all around the cars and shit. Maybe. Yeah. But like even then, that still fucked up to barely put her in. Like just because she might have an acting credit in the movie doesn't mean whatever. Yeah. He's not in it, so no one really worry about his career or people trying to bring him back or butcher it. Personally, I wanted him back in it. I thought that they were going to do some shit where they were at least going to actually kill him off in the franchise, maybe, where like they loot, like Mia and the baby get away safe.
Sure. And
then they get him, they blow up his Subaru or something at the last second, like where it's like, it's so frustrating. This fucking movie, man.
Yeah.
I can't even think of old boy's name, but he was in like 2 of the other movies with Vin Diesel when he goes to Brazil. All right, and it's the dude in the green car.
The green car.
And I was like,
Man.
he dies. I looked at Ray before the race started. I said, he dies.
Yeah, you did.
I was so he's, you know those characters in movies that you're like they're just secondary. No, third characters.
Yeah,
the third
yeah,
rank, and you're just like, I kind of like that. I wonder what their story's like, and then they die.
Yeah.
There's a pirate in Pirates of the Caribbean, all right? That as a kid, I was like, that's the cool. I want to know his backstory. It was a black guy with dreads, and when the night scene came, he had like his dreads still, but it was a skeleton. And I was just like, that's the coolest fucking
awesome.
pirate I've ever seen in my life. And then he dies. He's one of the ones at the very end. He like dies at the end. He doesn't even like get taken hostage like after the curse is broken.
Really?
He's the one that's actually already gets like stabbed or something. And I'm just like, man, that would have been sick to
What a
have like
waste.
an undead, man, an undead ally like that. That would have been sick as fuck.
So
but
fucking...
no, and that's how I felt about his character. Just a very squirrely, wiry man of the people. The fact that he put his gun or the money down, and he was we ride with Dom. I was like, oh, there it is.
That's it.
Yeah,
that's it for him. That was a very casual death. It seemed like. Yeah. You say he's like a pretty beloved tertiary character or whatever. That's a very fucking casual.
Not a very loved character. Not a very like. If you've watched the franchise, like you didn't know who he was to an extent, but, no. But when he was there, you immediately saw that he respected Dom.
I got the context clues. Yeah, he said none of this happens without you. So I'm like, that's probably...
it literally was essentially like it was to where they are now from like I think number 5 I think is when he started when he was in it 5 and 6.
Really?
Yeah, like that really blew my mind. Also, they brought in another Torretto family member. The great grandma is in now. She hasn't been in a single movie.
What?
And she's
from the start?
Yeah.
Giving the speech at the beginning.
Yeah, she wasn't in any of them.
I thought she was like.
No, dude.
I thought she was OG.
No abuelita, no nothing. There hasn't been a single parent figure in the franchise for Mia or Dom. And then out of nowhere, the same time that we get a flashback to his dad's death and you figure out why it happened and what happened. In the first movie, you find out that Dom, when he was like 16, had to go to jail because he beat a dude half to death with a wrench because he thought he killed his dad. But the dude's like, fucked up story. You should really watch the franchise. The first one's really good with Vin Diesel. Has a lot of heart about family.
Yeah. Hey, but that wasn't over exaggerated. They said the word family a lot in that fucking movie.
There will be a YouTube video of someone playing the drinking game, or it'll be a TikTok of being like every time someone says family in the Fast 10, and then it'll be like a clip of them being like on the ground like drunk or like pretending like they're dead. Like it'll be exaggerated like that. I'm calling it right now.
Yeah.
I just want to point out that Brie Larson was in this movie.
She sucks.
I've
never watched a Brie Larson film before, but she's kind of. Her character wasn't supposed to be unlikable from the context clues I gathered.
Yeah, she was her character seemed like she just immediately wanted to help.
Yeah.
That was it.
But she just
seemed
like a bitch doing it.
In the movie
and
before.
I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah, in the movie prior, or either in 9 or 8, Kurt Russell, Mr. Nobody.
Oh, okay.
Plane goes down, goes missing. Him and the little nobody, who is Clint Eastwood's son, Scott Eastwood, who walked in with the dude with the beard.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? He wasn't in. Okay, so it wasn't in 9 then. I think it was. So it had to been in 8, I believe, because they weren't in the number 9.
Okay.
So they were like, "Where the fuck did he go?" And all of a sudden, this dickhead walked in, and you're just like, "What? What? Okay." So the fact all of a sudden that like he has a daughter. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen. Also, spoiler alerts, there is a mid-credit scene for Fast 10. I already know what it is, and guess what? No one's going to give a flying fuck based off what just happened. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson makes an appearance as his character Hobbs, and apparently Jason Momoa is going after him too. So maybe he'll be the villain of Hobbs and Shaw 2, and then that will tie in together. Or maybe their feud is over between The Rock and Vin Diesel. Who knows? But now we know that those two don't have to fight each other now. They can just fight Jason Momoa.
Jason
Momoa.
His performance.
Second best villain of the year.
Yeah.
Second best villain of the year. High Evolutionary.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, what was your first? High Evolutionary.
Jason Momoa as DANTE.
Mm-hmm.
Jonathan Majors in Creed 3. Yeah.
Jason Momoa's villain. him and Dom. First of all, Vin Diesel, serious face, looked like there was somebody behind the camera trying to like make him funny faces, trying to get him to laugh at all times.
Actually, thank you for bringing up his voice. I was trying to think of topics in the theater while we were watching this. When he talks to his son in the beginning of the movie, that's how he actually talks to people. Yeah. That very lighthearted, calm, like not flamboyant, but very not high pitched, but very like non-movie. Does that make sense? Like Vin Diesel or Dominic Torretto and Riddick have the same voice. As characters. When he talked to his son, it was how he actually talks. Very sweet. Like how he's at like Guardian press junkets. It's very like calming and kind of higher pitched. So much better. It was like, oh, I know. That was one of the most believable bits of the movie. The way he talked to his son at the beginning. Yeah. Based off his voice alone.
Sure, yeah.
I was like, oh, like I felt that it was a dad talking to his son because he changed the voice he used for his friends to his son. Right. And that's real. And he was able to do it. Instead of be like, Dominic talks this way always. No, fuck that.
Always got a soft spot for your kids, bro.
Dude.
Bro, the fucking Jason Momoa, they're dynamic because Dom was really stoic and I could not stop like thinking this is Batman and Joker right now. Yeah. Like I could not stop thinking that Momoa put on like a Joker performance.
Good. Okay. So I genuinely believe the best villains enjoy the chaos. Yeah. Not just because
that dude was chaos.
It's the same thing. He put on Heath Ledger Joker vibes. Yeah. Just like he put on multiple occasions where he was honest, where he was like, no, your suffering's not over yet. Where he still wanted to continue.
Yeah, we got more, bitch.
Yeah. Spoiler alert, he drops the Hoover Dam on him and his son at the end of the movie. And right before the dam bursts, credits roll. Bro. And a day before that, he was like, oh, yeah, maybe it'll be a trilogy in the series. Acting like that wasn't going to have another fucking Fast 11 might happen. It has to happen.
It has to. The movie didn't end. You just rolled the credits, bro.
Like, what in the world? As I'm sipping my Fast 10 collective commemorative cup. Goddamn right. Thanks to Ray.
And that Jason Momoa picture is definitely just from Aquaman. I don't know what. They didn't take a new one for this movie.
No. My God. No way. That's not even the same mustache he has in the movie. Even the size. I don't even think he wears that in the movie.
Bro, I've never ever watched a movie where I just didn't know where it was going next. Like, and that it wasn't because I didn't know the characters very well or like the past movies. Yeah. It was just every new twist and every new step to his plan was just like, how the fuck would the writing team even think of this? Like, how would you get to this point from where we just fucking were?
So the writer's strike happened after this, huh? Damn shame. You sure? You sure? Yeah. You sure? This is what happens when you let AI write movies, guys. And you just don't make any revisions. Fuck. Also, I want to pay respects to John Cena in this role.
He killed it.
Dude, genuinely, all right. Out of the franchise, out of all the plots, out of all of the movies, how they build throughout each movie, 10 is the worst. Genuinely.
It's the worst? Really?
It's the worst plot building, how you see it visually, the whole nine. Because, like you said, you and I watched 3 different movies for 2.5 hours.
Yeah, truly.
If it's 3.5 movies, or if it's 3 different stories, it better be 3 fucking movies, because there's no way you can wrap it up in 11 like that for it being 2.5 hours. Yeah. Genuinely was so fucking weird. It had fight scenes we didn't need. Charlize Theron and Michelle Rodriguez didn't need to have that fight scene. No. Glad it happened. Both incredible, talented actresses and can hold their own and do their own stunts. Very fucking incredible, impeccable. Our hearts go out to you. Our dumbasses could not do that. We're not knocking that. For the movie, it didn't make sense to me.
Yeah, because they were
wasting time.
Yeah, they were like 3 separate plots, and the only thing that was like even kind of connecting them was Brie Larson kind of jumping from plot to plot and Alan Ritchson. But that wasn't the family. That wasn't the main characters. That was like keeping everything connected.
Or another part was, well, we gotta meet Dom here. That was like the 3/4 of the fucking movie. We gotta meet
him here. The
here.
whole plot was getting to that point.
Yeah. Yeah. And then all of a sudden, it's revealed that everyone knows where it's at. You're like, oh, okay.
It's really strange how they tried to weave.
Yeah. Also, John Cena dies.
Yeah.
He does a front flip to sacrifice himself and take out 6 cars.
Oh my God.
Legend.
Bro.
He went out with a cannon car. You know what I mean? I'm glad John Cena was like, if you're going to kill me, fuck it.
Yeah.
I bet that was The Rock's deal. Only one wrestler on this bitch.
Oh, shit. That would be crazy.
That'd be wild as fuck.
That would be fucking crazy. I could see The Rock demanding some shit like that, especially because I know The Rock's ego and Peacemaker compared to Black Adam. Goddamn right. You know what? That's it. Put this clip out there, bro. Fuck The Rock. He just blew my mind,
From
dog.
9 to 10, I loved his character the same way I loved, like, in the first one, Jesse dies. You only see him in the first movie. But you were like, oh, damn, he was part of
He stays with you.
Oh, when Alan Ritchson dies in the next one, oh, it's going to be fucking nuts. It's going to be, and it's going to.
That was a really unexpected kind of twist. That twist
That was
really
the only twist I did not like. I was like, oh, what the
yeah.
All right, whatever. We're going to do that many. All right, whatever.
Yeah. Because I thought the movie was wrapped up, and that was the point where the trilogy happened, was Alan Ritchson's switch.
Or he was going to get out of the plane, and someone, like, there'd be, like, a bunch of people, and he's like, Dom, I'm sorry, and then, like, get shot down.
Oh, yeah,
like,
something like that. I definitely thought that's how it was going.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, that's frustrating.
Dude. John Cena, too. It was incredible to watch. I didn't see any Peacemaker in his performance, you know? Like,
right, yeah.
I have to give him his props because it was
have you
the
seen
same kind of beefy kind of role. He was just John Cena as the thing, but he played the role really fucking well.
Have you seen anything other than Peacemaker and this with him in it?
I would have to.
Or The Marine.
Yeah, no, I don't think I have.
Have you seen The Marine?
Mm-mm.
The Marine is the first movie he did. Besides the Fred movies, don't watch those. And just
the Fred movies?
Don't talk about it. Put a clip in.
Daddy! Hey, there you are.
I've actually seen an interview of him talking about.
Yeah, there's just a scene where he's like, "Hi, Dad," and he gets up, and then John Cena suplexes him through a table. Like, that's the clip I want you to put in. It's so good every time, bro. Christ. Every time. Oh. Anyway, he's done a couple of other movies where I'm just like, man, fuck yeah, that's not. I can see him playing good role. I can see him trying. You know what I mean? It's so good.
Yeah.
John Cena was a highlight of that film. The fight sequences that Charlize Theron, unnecessary, beautifully choreographed. The fight scene with Jason Statham and Han.
Yeah.
I don't even know I'm not even going to pronounce your real name. Number one, I can't remember it. Number two, I'm going to butcher it. You don't deserve that. Han, incredible fight scene.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Wow. And that was real. I'm glad that they brought off that point, because you and I talked about it. It might have been off camera, where we talked about, like, I don't know how the fuck they're going to bring this in, because, like, old boy killed the whole boy, so he's not going to be happy to see old boy. And immediately he was just like, oh, you're in my house, and I locked you. There's a clip on Twitter that I saw of a girl going to see another girl, all right? And she brought her man with her. And so they're outside her door, and she's like, come on in and get your shit, whatever. And she's, like, talking all this trash about, I'm going to fuck you up. And this girl's, like, walking into this girl's house, like, I'm going to fuck you up. And she is walking to her and turns her back. The girl closes the door, locks it, and so the boyfriend can't get in, and she just beats the brakes off. That's the same vibe I got from Jason Statham. He was like,
it was real slick.
No one can save you now, son.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm going to finish what I started.
Yeah, fight scenes were cool. There was John Cena when he first showed up. I should say when Jacob Torretto showed up.
Yeah.
He to save the kid, he punched a guy, like he punched a hole through the door and punched a guy in the face and still knocked him out.
Yeah.
That was some crazy ass shit.
I love the fact that in my head, his military brain went from, oh, they just shot at the floor a shitload. It's going to be a little weaker. So this man suplexed a motherfucker through a floor, bro. Like legitimately John Cena picked him up. All right. I was so excited. That was so good.
Imagine the stunt double that gets to fucking talk about.
Yes. Also, speaking of getting suplexed, you see Ludacris throw that dude, like flip him and like whoop his ass when they're at like the door with like they're like everyone's like get on the ground.
Oh yeah.
I like Ludacris picked this man up and flipped him to the ground. Like I was like I stopped and was like, huh, that was impressive.
Have they always been fighters in the movies?
Yes and no. Like there's like obviously like there's been like you saw Tyrese punch the dude through the helmet and he turned around like
yeah.
You know, very very Jackie Chan like where you're like you know.
Yeah.
So that was like stuff like that usually happens, or sometimes they'll get their ass beat.
Yeah.
Happens more than you think. Like,
Really?
it's not like their plot armor stops them from dying. Getting their ass beat is different.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
But man, that's so fucking great. It makes me.
It was awesome.
Really good fight scenes. Brie Larson's fight scene was okay. Her acting didn't seem. It seemed like they brought her in randomly. Like they brought her in after the fact. Does that make sense? Like they wrote her in.
Yeah, sure.
Into another version of the script.
Yeah. Because she didn't really fit in very well, other than to kind of connect
everyone.
Yeah. The one plot,
Trying to connect the family.
Yeah, she wasn't essential to the plot necessarily.
No.
It did seem really weird.
Goodness, fucking Jason Momoa was such a good actor.
Dude, so much happened in the movie that I'm like forgetting cool ass shit. Like they tried to blow up the Vatican like 20 minutes into the movie, and I barely even remember it.
Oh yeah,
like that was cool as fuck. But
that was part of the trailer. Like the dudes where he looks at the dudes and he's like, you want to blow up the Vatican? You're going to hell.
Oh,
actually,
I see.
Man,
bro, yeah, I know what you just thought of. Go ahead.
Goodness.
Go right ahead.
Dude,
what the fuck,
there's a
bro?
scene where he's like, oh man, there's a scene where he's like doing this dude's nails, like toenails, and you're like, all right, he's just kind of weird. He's just an odd guy, I understand. And then you realize the dudes are already dead, and their eyes are all taped up, and they're like taped to be smiling and shit like that. And he's just like, you're crazy, Ted. He's like, all right, you guys finish your mojitos. Someone's gonna be by to bury you guys in a little bit. I'm gonna go wash my hair. And he's just like leaves the bodies of the nerds from the trailer. Spoiler: the nerds die. But
dude, that was the point where I was like, for 20 minutes that I had already been like, Jason Momoa is just playing the Joker right now. And then that scene happened, and I was like, God damn it.
He said,
what is that shit?
Oh, okay. He's just like, James, let me know.
What the fuck, bro?
Like, it was very impressive.
That's your Lobo in the DCU, boy.
Man,
like,
come on. Just let him die this Aquaman, and that way you can come back and be Lobo. Fuck.
That scene was fucked up,
dude. I'd
already processed it, put it out of my memory. Man.
I was trying to think of some like an actual good thing from. Okay, the final thing we'll talk about before we go on to a few other tiny topics.
Sure.
Oh goodness, the action with the vehicles and all of the other stunts, non-fighting combat, were so fucking stupid. Like off the dam. And with the helicopters.
As soon as the helicopter shot into the car, I said, he's going to find some way to throw that helicopter. Yeah. To his credit, I thought he was going to reach out and grab the thing at some point and pull the helicopter down with just his arm.
My logic was, you have buttons for everything. In the second movie, they have ejector seats, and they literally blow the door open. So pop the door open.
Yeah.
That's the simplest possible. You know, it's so easy. They do it. Tyrese Gibson does it, and you guys shit on him for being a moron. But Vin Diesel's like, yeah, you know what you do when someone shoots something through your fucking door? Family pulls it down. That was kind of insane. The fact that bomb didn't blow up. The fact that Letty went over the zip line. And I was like, damn.
That's crazy.
I thought she was just gonna take the head off, you know what I mean? Like, or like a bad guy was gonna be behind her and just is that it? And you couldn't show the blood because PG-13 movie for some reason. But Jason Momoa did not want it to be a PG-13 movie.
No, he didn't.
His character, I guess, didn't.
That was fucked up. Hey, that one on the bridge scene at the end. Vin Diesel flipped a car with one arm.
He did. He flipped a Ford Mustang backwards.
Yep. With one arm. Injured. Wasn't even trying that hard.
Wow.
That was the most unbelievable part of the movie.
Yeah.
I swear.
I believe that. Fucking Vin Diesel, man. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that has been our official review for
what a great
Fast 10
podcast.
or Fasten Your Seatbelts for a complete clusterfuck of a movie. Oh man. Okay, so just a couple of points we'll get towards the rest of this. I just want to point out right now that James Gunn said that they are going to be filming Superman Legacy in January. And they have already done a lot of the voice acting for Creature Commandos.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And
I'm ready to see some of the DCU, man.
Dude, I cannot wait. So with the picture that they showed for Creature Commandos, it had G.I. Robot, who I thought was going to be Robot Man, who was Brendan Fraser's character.
Oh, yeah.
And I was so pumped. But his name's G.I. Robot, who will be voiced by Sean Gunn.
Oh, nice.
But also, who's in Creature Commandos is Weasel, who is in the Suicide Squad.
Okay.
Which means he's also alive in this one. So he's playing not
crazy.
one but two characters, one for his actual voice and one to be.
That's crazy.
Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you that didn't know and nobody cared really, they decided to reboot Mortal Kombat, the video game, completely. As of the last one, Liu Kang became a god and had to reset time literally, so it makes sense that they'd reboot it like this. Apparently, it comes out on September 19th. Here's the thing. We'll get that. Not a single delay. At least a year before Kill the Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
Or Kill the Justice League.
Yeah. That game's not coming out, bro.
No,
that game is not coming out.
Like, they're going to blame that on the writer's strike now out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is the dumbest shit in the world. There's weather.
Yeah.
Just say it's bad.
Yeah, it's fucking. Last report I saw on it was that they were taking out. They had heard the backlash from the community about the always online aspect, and they were taking it out.
Yeah.
But they built the game around the always online aspect, so they're just gonna rebuild the game. Like
Completely.
that game's never fucking coming out.
No.
It's just gonna be dog shit.
We'll get Skate 4 before that.
Skate.
It's coming.
It's
coming. It actually is coming. The
Skateboarders?
developers are working on, like, they are already announced. It was a big thing on Twitter.
I did not know that.
Fuck yeah, heck yeah, dude. Also, Disney Plus, besides the writer's strike, Marvel has been aware that James Gunn's been cooking probably since he announced that Superman Legacy starts filming in January, so they had to get a leg up on reminding people that they still make good content. So, Loki, Season 2. First episode drops October 6th. All 6 episodes will stream, each week, every Friday. Man, I'm real nervous about it.
Why is that?
Because Jonathan Majors is still in it, and he's like apparently he's a big deal in this in this franchise. Yeah, but in this season, and so I'm just confused and scared.
Damn.
Also, November 29th, Echo, the series. All episodes, which is wild. All episodes drop November 29th.
What is that?
She is the deaf adopted daughter of Kingpin.
Nice. Okay.
Who is in the Hawkeye series. She plays an assassin, like local street stuff, but she's also in the comics a girlfriend of Daredevil. And Daredevil gets her to turn on Kingpin because he shows her who he really is. And she shoots him in the face. And you think he dies, but in the comics she does the same thing, but he just he loses an eye, I believe.
Damn.
So who knows?
Yeah.
But especially with the Daredevil series going to be 18 episodes and rated R.
Damn. Yeah, that's a big deal for Marvel.
This is gonna be exciting. Like, it's gonna be something that Marvel needs, Daredevil deserves, the whole nine.
Yeah.
It's gonna be great.
It's gonna be awesome.
I think Marvel is finally unloading what they have, because if they keep announcing you're gonna do stuff, you gotta drop the stuff you already have. That simple. While the writer's strike is going, you know what you can do? Fix your animations. Get them all together. Give us What If Season 2 and do the animation for Marvel Zombies, you fucking cucks. Thank you. Sorry, man. It's just so
I get it, bro.
I love that I wrote the Fast Finale trilogy, and I didn't really know what Vin Diesel meant on that. I assumed he wanted to make more movies, which was the obvious thing. But now we know why.
Yeah.
Literally, it's because they ended on a huge cliffhanger of the Hoover Dam fucking breaking on Vin Diesel and his son in the movie.
It was fucking crazy.
It's insane, to be perfectly honest with you. Beetlejuice has been officially announced. Michael Keaton and Winona Ryder are set to return.
Really?
Yeah.
What is it? A remake? Or a
No, it's a sequel. Beetlejuice 2.
Beetlejuice 2.
And Jenna Ortega apparently is set to appear in it. Yeah, just a small recap of everything before we have to go, ladies and gentlemen. Beetlejuice is coming back. Jenna Ortega is set to, I believe, going to be Winona Ryder's daughter. Carl Urban from The Boys is apparently going to be Johnny Cage in the Mortal Kombat sequel. That could be really, really good. I'm excited. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse is set to be 2 hours and 26 minutes, set to be the highest and longest animation film released in theaters ever.
Crazy.
Speaking of 2 hours, The Flash is set to be 2 hours and 30 minutes. I can't wait. That's going to be the greatest super movie ever. Wow.
Can't fucking wait.
Let me just think what we got up here. Oh, yeah. Seth Rollins, a WWE star, has officially been on the set of Captain America: A New World Order as a part of the Serpent Society. That's insane. More wrestlers and MMA artists and everyone who's coming to the MCU, guys. Still don't care. James Gunn, we support you forever. A lot of rumors have been coming out for Lois Lane and for Superman. From David Armstrong to Andrew Ritchson to Nicholas Hoult, but also it's been rumored that Nicholas Hoult could play Lex Luthor. However, it's said that apparently a set of Guardian members have met James Gunn and said they want to play Lex Luthor and or a member inside that universe. Probably Dave Bautista. Give it to him. Great. That could be sick. He could be a very Justice League Unlimited version of Lex Luthor, I think.
Sure, yeah.
That could be really sick. Yeah, that'd be so fucking cool.
That would be awesome.
After that is, I believe, we're set for Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, Transformers, Rise of the Beast, I believe is what it's called.
Yeah.
And then we have The Flash. Then we have a week hiatus, and then I believe we have another set of movies. 2-week hiatus, and then something in July, the last 2 weeks of July, and then Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Blue Beetle, all kinds of stuff coming in August.
So much shit coming, bro.
Yeah, man. What was your score of Transformers? Or not Transformers, sorry. What was your score of Fast and the Furious 10? I gave it about a 7.
7? That's fair.
Yeah.
It was a good action movie.
Yeah. I respect that.
It was good. There was some unbelievable shit, but it was fun watch.
Yeah, it could have been a lot worse. Yeah.
Oh, it could. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been another fantastic episode of Saturday Morning Cartoons. I am Doug, he is Ray, and please remember, Shazam 2 did worse than Wonder Woman 84 and James Gunn's The Suicide Squad. And both of those movies were simultaneously released, HBO Max and theaters, same day. Zachary Levi don't got it. That's why he's not going to the fucking James Gunn universe. Sorry. Get a new Shazam. We love you. I'm Doug. He's Ray. Drink plenty of water. Be kind to one another. And always remember, in James Gunn we trust, my friends.